Okay, হ'ব. Yeah. So I'll be teaching maths, right? Okay. I think statistics classes started, right? Okay. So how many of you had maths in class plus 2? Plus 2, car maths asile. You are coming now again, right? No. Okay. BMSTC. Okay, we'll start. You have seen the book. First chapter is a ratio, variation, and proportions. You have seen the chapters. So we'll start with the ratio, variations, and proportions. Any idea about the ratios? Ratio ki. Any idea about the ratio? What is ratio? Ratio mane ki? Ratio means the comparing two similar quantities. It's called ratio. Jane ke meter, say for example length, we can compare with length. Right? Length we can compare with length. Length we cannot compare with weight. Length, centimeter, meter does not matter, like we can compare. But similar kind quantities you can compare. So comparison of any two quantities is called ratio. Now what is called proportion? You got proportion in like lower classes. I mean, word to hikan asilu, horu classot, you got proportion. For example, you have heard about the equivalent fractions. What is equivalent fractions? Mane ki, jane ke half is equal to 2/4. Right, is equal to 8/16. Those fractions are called what? Ebilak fraction of ki koi? Half is equal to 2/4, is equal to 4/8, etc. These are called what? These are called what fractions? Ebilak of ki fractions koi? Equivalent fractions, right? Mane all fractions are equal or not? Janike half is equal to 2/4, equal to 4/8, etc. Like these are called equivalent fractions. Now if I talk about the half is equal to 2/4, you have seen that this ratio is equal to this. So then we call this is the ratio, this is the ratio. You are equating this ratio. That means these numbers 1, 2, and 4, they are in proportions. Okay? Because 1:2 is equal to what? 2:4. Ebur agote paisa na nai mane. Be frank. So in the class it will be, because this arrangement is very uncomfortable, right? Ebilak arrangement both uncomfortable to teach, right? So anyway, maybe it will help others. First of all, see, you are enrolling in a great course. It is a very great course because you have seen this institution is giving us lots of facilities, right? We are teaching, so I am associated with this about last 10 years, this institution. And we have given class long back, but I had some other assignment because class 12 corrections were going on. Our school center asile, but the correction works were going on, so I could not come. And maths will play a very important role in your passing. Kele? Kosu? If you get more marks in maths, then it will help you to pass other subject or not. Minimum cut-off mark is 40%, right? 40%. You know, each subject is helping each other, right? To get a percentage, if you score more marks in maths, it will obviously help you. Okay? Our maths or syllabus is quite simple, not difficult at all. Kintu bare etai kotha kom, because this year enrollment maybe I don't know, it's less. Last year you were there. I mean, it was a large enrollment last year. Ki hoy potitu batchote moi frankly koi asu, potitu batchote there will be some student who will be very serious. Aru bahut student thake, dhara 50%, 60% student thake, they are not at all serious about the course. They will take admissions they will take some classes, slowly ইয়াৰ পৰা নাথাকিব আৰু নপঢ়ে আৰু তাৰপিছত they will not appear at exams. They will even not pass the foundation course also. Right, so please do not part of that group. Okay, yeah. So anyway, with that note, so we'll start the class. So I'll just try to make your class easy, right, as far as possible. Aru eta kotha, since some of the topic may be new for you, don't hesitate to ask questions. Because it's a professional course, there is no point of hiding anything. যে মই এইটো নাজানো কি what's the problem, who will see us? তুমি যদি এটা কথা কোৱা যে I do not know this, right, only we will come to know that you do not know. আৰু এটা কথা নাজানো বুলি কোৱাটো জানো বুলি কোৱাটো নাজানো বুলি কোৱাটো equally great. Instead of telling me that you know but actually you don't know, there's no point of attending a class. Do you agree or not? Okay, so let's start. So ratio kotha moi kolu, the ratio is comparing two similar quantities, right? Okay, yeah. So right, first you write ratio, Ratio is the comparative relation between two quantities of same kind. Ratio is the comparative relation. Okay? Ratio is the comparative relation ratio is the relation between two quantities of same kind. Right. Okay. Some points are not required. Some points of we may not like point by point of the book we may not follow because it will be just some points are of no importance. So evilak point dine hiki labh nai, right? So next, different kinds. You start with different kinds, different types of ratio. Different types of ratio, right? One, okay, compound ratio. Okay? If A by B and C by D are two ratios, then AC divided by BD is a compound ratio. Compound ratio. If two or more ratios are multiplied, it's called a compound ratio, right? Okay? But exact dot by dot, you may not mug up, right? You need to understand only the concept. Okay. And if you take more ratios, right, A by B, C by D, E by F, etc., right? And how to find a compound ratio? You can multiply the numerators, say ACE divided by BDF. You can multiply like this, right? Okay. Next is the duplicate ratio. Is it done? Etu likhila? Done? Okay, next the duplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio. What is duplicate ratio? Let A by B is a ratio, then its duplicate ratio is, okay, what is a duplicate ratio? Duplicate ratio means root A divided by root B. If you take the root on both the numbers, then you get the duplicate ratio. Not root, this one not, you just make a change, not root. Root, this is A by B, yeah, not root. A by B square, not root. Then triplicate ratio. This one root A by B will come later on. Now triplicate ratio, triplicate, T-R-I, triplicate ratio. Duplicate ratio means A by B, if you multiply the same ratio twice, A by B into A by B, then you get the duplicate ratio. That is A square by B square. Similarly, what is triplicate ratio? If you repeat a ratio 3 times, then A by B into A by B into A by B, then you get a triplicate ratio. Can you get Baba? Ki hobo? A into A means what? A cube by B cube. This is called triplicate ratio. Triplicate ratio of what? It is triplicate ratio of kuntu ratio, triplicate ratio. A triplicate ratio of A by B. It's a duplicate ratio of A by B. Okay. Yes, this is duplicate but sub-duplicate, right? Tetia root ahibo. Done? Is it done? Are you all from nearby place, or you are anybody from little far away from Duliajan? Tigray. Others? Naharukatia. Okay. And you are from? And others, you are from Duliajan? Okay. It's nearby, but Kosari Pathar, right? You are from? Tengakat. Okay. Others who are from Duliajan, on a nearby place? Okay. Now subduplicate ratio. Subduplicate. So what is subduplicate ratio? If A by B is a ratio, then root A by B is called subduplicate. Subduplicate ratio of A by B. When you have A by B subduplicate ratio, subduplicate, then you have to take the square root of both the numbers. And root A by B can also be written like this. At a property as a root A by B is same as what? Root A divided by root B. Whole root likhibo pari root A by root B. Then next is the subtriplicate ratio.
Sir, etu types of ratio hoy?
Yeah, types of ratio. Yeah. These are all types of ratio. Etu sailwa. Duplicate ratio, then triplicate ratio, then compound ratio. These are all types. Okay. Then this is subduplicate, then subtriplicate. Next subtriplicate. subtriplicate. Yeah. A2? Okay, is it done? Done? Subtriplicate. Subtriplicate ratio. What is subtriplicate ratio? If A by B is a ratio, then you know how to write cube root of A? Cube root, do you know how to write? A2. Yate, enike likhe mane, yate square root of sine, yate 3 to likhe, yate 3. So cube root of A divided by cube root of B is subtriplicate. Subtriplicate ratio of A by B. Etuk subtriplicate ratio boli koy. Okay, now what is continued ratio? Next. Is it done? Next. Continued ratio. Right? Continued ratio hole ki hobo? If A is to B, और যদি B to repeat হয়, A is to B is equal to কি হয়? B is to C হয়. A by B, B to repeat. A2 number repeat হব লাগিব. A is to B is equal to B is to C. Then A, B, C are in continued ratio. Okay. A by B is to B by C. So can you give an example of continued ratio? Eta example dia. Tinta number kwa which are in continued ratio. 2 is to 3. 3 is to 4. Okay. Let's see, like 2 is to 3 is equal to 3 is to 4. Eta hobo laibo, equal hobo laibo, but then only 2 by 3 should be equal to 3 by 4. 2 by 3 is not equal to 3 by 4. Right? A by B should be equal to B by C. You have to write the number like this. Right? Say 2 is to 4. Okay. Is equal to 4 is to 8. Can I write like this? 4 to repeat. 2 is to 4 mane half. 4 is to 8 mane half. So then we can call 2, 4, 8 are in what? Continued ratio. Yata 2, 4, 8 continued ratio thakibo. Now next you write proportions, right? Next you write proportions. Okay, proportions. If two ratios are equal, then they are said to be in proportions. Kwa? Duta ratio equal hole hente proportion thoka boli koi, right? Say if A by B is equal to C by D, then A, B, C, D are in what? A by B equal to C by 2, then A, B, C, D are in proportions, right? Or could be more than that, right? A by B is equal to C by D is equal to E by F. We can continue like this. Hold. Eta duta, because we have got lots of theories initially, both theories, but nobody likes theory together, right? Kuneo theory pohi thake kuneo bhal na pai. Kintu the topic is such that when you'll be starting a questions, the theory to me janiboi lagibo. But anyway, I do not prefer to only continuously doing the theory part. So etia aru eta duta theory episode we'll just try some questions. Okay. Right. Then next you write mean proportion, third proportion, mean proportion, third proportion, and fourth proportion. Right. Mean proportional or mean proportion also you can write. Mean proportion, third proportions, mean proportion, third proportion, and fourth proportions. Mean proportion, third proportion, and fourth proportion. If X, Y, Z are in continued then how to write? Likhasun? If X, Y, Z are in continued proportion, how to write? Ratio to kenege likhiba? X is to Y, mane X divided by Y equal to Y by Z, right? You will be writing. Then X by Y equal to Y by Z. We can write like this, right? X by Y is equal to Y by Z. So then Y is called, right? Then Y is called mean proportional or mean proportion. Okay. Then ki likhisa X by Y, Y by Z. Here Y is called mean proportion, or within bracket you write GM. GM means geometric mean. Geometric mean. Did you learn these all concept? Arithmetic, this one, arithmetic progressions, geometric progression. Anyone has learned? Class 10 asile no? Class 10 Class 10 AP asile no? AP, arithmetic progressions, geometric progressions nasile, but you have learned arithmetic progressions, right? Okay. So now we'll have to learn this one also, GP. Anyway, GP data concept, it's called geometric mean. Now here Y is called mean proportion or geometric mean. Mean to etia ketia use hobo when X, Y, Z are in continuous proportion, then this Y is called the mean proportions. Why it's called mean proportions? So here, if you cross multiply, what do you get? Cross multiply kole ki baba? Y square equal to XZ. So y square equal to xz. So this gives us y equal to under root xz. Ekane. How to find mean proportion? Can you get Papa? So multiply the number, multiply the extreme numbers. These are extreme numbers, and then take the square root. Then that will give you the mean proportional or geometric mean. Okay, it's a formula. And here a z took z took. It is called the third proportion. This z is called the third proportional or third proportions. Right. So here z is third proportional. Right. Z is third proportional. Right. You got the geometric mean, the third proportions. But what is fourth proportion? Yet the fourth number to a 9. What will be the fourth proportion then? For the fourth proportions, if x by y, right, z by r, all four numbers are different. That means x, y, z are in proportions. Four numbers are different. X by y equal to z by r. If x by y is equal to z by r, then r, a last number 2. Okay, r is called fourth. R is called the fourth proportional. Okay, we'll wind up the theory part. We'll solve questions. Our next class on the basic rules of proportion or basic rules ase, which is very important. Next class on Poham. We'll just solve some questions now. Okay, take out page number 7. Page number 7. Okay, illustration 1. Illustration 1. Illustration 1, A to whole. So, okay, if 4x minus 3z by 4c is equal to 4z minus 3y, 3b is equal to 4y minus 3x twice a. Eto dia ase, right? That means this ratio, okay, they are in ratio. This ratio, they are in proportion. These ratios are in proportion. Keda ratio ase? 1, 2, 3. They are in proportions. Ki korbole koise? They show that its ratio is equal to this. Now there is a formula, right? Okay. So that's, as I said, like we have got more theories. Those theory you are going to learn afterwards. We have to use a direct formula. So now each ratio mane A2, A2, A2. Its ratio is equal to. There is a formula I'll use directly. Aru pisot moi bujai dim because as a theory. Jodi some ratios are equal, means some ratios are in proportions, that each ratio is given by sum of the numerator and sum of the denominators. Ekdom simple formula. Each ratio is given by sum of the numerator, sum of the denominator. To me, ekdom big theory to nopohile hol, simple eta kotha koi disu side dua. Half is equal to 2 by 4 equal to kiman? Dora 4 by 8, right? Hoy? Ekdom tahote eki. This ratio equal to this, ratio equal to this. Aru each ratio is equal to, ki boli koisu? A2, A2, A2 kar hoti saman hoy. So each ratio is equal to, ki formula use korim? Sum of the numerator divided by sum of the denominator. The numerator sum kora kiman hobo? 4 plus 2 plus 1 kiman? 7. এইটো ক'লে কিমান হ'ব 8 14 7 by 14 is half is equal to half. So its ratio is equal to sum of the numerator divided by sum of the denominator. এটা কি কৰিবা simple এবিলাক add কৰা divided by এবিলাক add কৰা হৈ গ'ল add কৰা 4x minus 3z plus 4z minus 3y plus 4y minus 3x divided by কিমান 4c plus 3b plus 2ic কৰা এতিয়া simplify কৰা I think you know how to simplify. I think is it done, right? Okay. Look, yet 4x arrow like terms can be added or subtracted. Like terms be like plus by minus koribo pari. Yet 4x ase aru minus 3x ase. 4x minus 3x mane x. Right? Aru 3z. Z to soa minus 3z plus 4z. Kiman? Plus z আৰু minus 3y plus 4y মানে plus y okay ইয়াতে আছে 3c plus 3b plus 2a ইয়াতে I think the question asks to show right yeah so ইয়াতে denominator you see denominator you can't do anything denominator tinta terms all are unlike terms so you can't add subtract. So you'll have to write like this 4c. So you can just arrange the terms 2ic plus 3b plus 4c or you may not arrange. 4c plus 3b equal to 2ic. Hence proved. Right? So that is a question to be answered. Is it done? Buji pala nai? Keneke palu is ratio. Etai formula yata learn korisa. Eneke equivalent fraction. These are all equivalent fractions. Its ratio is obtained by what formula? Key formula hikila sum of numerators divided by sum of denominators right next okay next illustration 2 next yate ki ase illustration okay given a by b is equal to c by d is equal to e by f equal to g by h okay dia ase right so yata dekhisa that they have multiplied this a c e z aru b d f h right so this is not to be done like the previous questions. Yet in numerator it's not like a plus c plus e plus z. It's not given like this. It is multiplied, right? Okay. So we can obviously multiply, but by multiplying you are not going to get anything. Kele, see the equation left hand side. Left hand side is all right. A c e z. But right hand side, what do you need? A to the power 4 plus c to the power 4. Like this you will not get. So what you do is equal ratio. You write is equal to k. Its ratio, 42 ratio common, but tar value k boli likhilwa is equal to k, right? So now we'll calculate the value. We'll find out the value of a, c, e, g. Keep on a is equal to kiman b into k, right? Do you know this? A to jodi find kora k logot b to multiply hoy jabo. Then what is the value of c? C value kiman dk. What is the value of E? F of k. What is the value of H? hk. Okay, G, right? Yeah. A, C, E, G. You got this? You got the value of A, C, E, G. Now left hand side. Left hand side ki diya ase? See the ratio? Left hand side diya ase A, C, E, Z. A, C, E, G is given. Denominator diya ase B, D, F, H. B, D, F, H. Etu diya ase? Okay. Now, A value is how much? A value is BK, right? Likha? A value likha? A value, substitute a value. A value is BK, C value is what? DK. E value? F of K. G value? HK. Done? Our denominator ki ase? B, D, F, H. Hoi right? Now how can you simplify? Can you simplify kori metia? Look, A to B common ase. You can cancel it. A to D or A to D common ase, you can cancel it. Because these are all multiplication. Ami cancel koribo paru. FF cancel koribo paru. HH cancel koribo paru. What do you get? What did you get? K to the power 4. So left hand side is K to the power 4. Hogol? Right hand side koribo lagbo. Right hand side. Do the right hand side now. Right hand side also will get K to the power 4. Right hand side to kuntu. What is the right hand side? Right hand side hole A2. Etu swa. A to the power 4 plus C to the power 4 plus E to the power 4 aru G to the power 4 divided by B to the power 4 plus D to the power 4 plus F to the power 4 plus H to the power 4. Etu dia ase? Yate E to the power F dia ase. Have you seen in the book E to the power F? It should be E to the power 4. Whole? Now. Okay. Denominator we can't do anything. Denominator let it be like this. Numerator value bilak ame jano. A mane kiman no? BK. So what is A raised to the power 4? Kiman hobo? A power to the 4 koi dia. BK kiman hobo? B to the power 4, K to the power 4. So it will be B raised to the power 4, K raised to the power 4. Is that okay? Tamane A value hol BK. Jodi moi ek 4 power increase koi diu. BK ki likhibo laibo? BK to the power 4. Hobo? BK to the power 4 mane kiman? B to the power 4, K to the power 4. Is that okay? Whole tapa C to the power 4 mane kiman hobo? D to the power 4 into K to the power 4. Then E to the power 4 means F to the power 4, K to the power 4. Then G to the power 4 means H to the power 4, K to the power 4. Hogol? Paisa na doibo. Right? Our denominator too? It will remain as it is. B to the power 4, D to the power 4, F to the power 4, H to the power 4. Okay, what's the next step? Ki korim etia? What you will take common? That you cannot take common. Etu common nai nohoy? Yate common ki ase yate? K to the power 4. You have to take K to the power 4 common. K to the power 4 common lole ki hobo? K to the power 4 common lole ki hobo? B4 plus D4 F4 aru H4. Our denominator ki hobo? Same hobo? B4, D4, F4 and H4. So this one will get cancelled out. So right hand side also K to the power 4, left hand side also K to the power 4, hence proved. Is it done? হৈ গ'ল চবৰে? What is this method called? A method to paisa agote. This method, which solve with the help of the value of k. This method is called this method in proportions. It's called the k method. It's very important method. Okay, using k value, you can find the answers. So many questions will be done with the help of using k. Right? Kora. Now I'll just give you a question. At a question korbo dim, you have to close the book. Book bantha kori loa sobe. Close the books. Okay. If right. এটাই কথা খালি মই অকমান মু ক্লাছটোৰ ৰুলছ কৈ দিছোঁ. Since it is a professional course, there is no much restrictions. বহুত restriction নাই, কিন্তু minimum sincerity to মোৰ ক্লাছত থাকিবই লাগিব. Minimum sincerity. ধৰা মই দেখোঁ তোমাৰ body language is very bad, right? You are not paying attention. তেতিয়াহ'লেতো মই বেয়া পাম কিন্তু. Right? কেতিয়াবা কোনোবা দিনা মই ক'ম তেতিয়া চবৰ আগতে, then you will feel bad. মানে all you have to be sincere. মানে যি কোৰ্ছে নলওঁ কিয়, আমি জানো যে অইল ইণ্ডিয়ানবিলাকে যেতিয়া ইয়াতে পঢ়ায়, দেখিছা দে অইল ইণ্ডিয়া বোৰ্ড লাগি আছে কাভাৰ. দে আৰ ইঞ্জিনিয়াৰ্ছ বাট ষ্টিল দে গেট এ কোৰ্ছ ফ্ৰম হিয়াৰ. আৰু তেওঁলোকেও যেতিয়া ইয়াতে কাৰ্ছ কৰিছিলে, ৱেৰ দে আৰ অফিচাৰ্ছ বাট দে আৰ অলছ' ভেৰি চিনচিয়াৰ. কাৰণ এই কোৰ্ছটোত বহুত চিনচিয়াৰিটি লাগে তাৰমানে. বৰ্ডত লাগি আছে. ইউ হেভ চিন ইন দ্য ফাৰ্ষ্ট লাইন, তাৰে এক্সট্ৰিম ৰাইটত এতিয়া মোৰ ষ্টুডেণ্ট আছে একদম ৰাস্তাত যিটো ল'ৰা আছে ফাৰ্ষ্ট লাইনতে. অ'কে, ইন ক্লাছ 12 হি ডিড ফ্ৰম আৱাৰ স্কুল. ইন ক্লাছ 12 হি ৱাজ ষ্ট্ৰাগলিং মানে কি, হি ৱাজ এ গুড ষ্টুডেণ্ট, কিন্তু হি ষ্টাৰ্টেড ৱৰ্কিং হাৰ্ড. আই ষ্টিল ৰিমেম্বাৰ. চ' দ্য পেৰেণ্টছ কেম এণ্ড হি হেড টু গ' ফৰ কাউন্সিলিং. কাউন্সিলিং মানে এনেকুৱা বেলেগ চাইক'লজিকেল কাউন্সিলিং নহয়, নৰ্মেল কাউন্সিলিং. তাৰপৰা দ্য পেৰেণ্টছ ৱে ভেৰি ৱাৰিড, তাক লৈ কি হ'ব. Then after pass out of class 12, he put up lots of hard work, right? Aru interestingly, he did this course and got a very good job now. Aru hetu hon dekhi bhal lage monto. Je ditu somoyot still I remember he was struggling with class 12 course. Tar pisot ei course to comfortably pass korile. So he came to a right jaga. Hekane koisu je okoman to sincerity lagiboi iate. Okay. Done. You have seen that in many metros, no, to get a seat. Yate ki hoy, student, ami soboke mati anibo lage, right? You come and take admissions. And fees structure also relatively very less. Right? Only because of the Oil India. Oil India paisa hodai diye ase. Ebu infrastructure sob Oil India kini dise. Nole kot paba, etu to amar school room. This is not related to this one, but school is providing all facilities because it's after all Oil Indian school, so helping each other, right? Etu to music room asile, but that this center does not have so many rooms, so the school can provide all these rooms. So iman facilities thokar pisot there should be, mane results is obviously good, kintu we expect that most students should come and take the benefit. Okay, illustration 5. গতিকে সেইকাৰণে মানে আমি আমাৰ যেতিয়া মিটিং হয় তেতিয়া ইট ডিছকাছ ডেট অলপতো ষ্টুডেণ্টৰ ওপৰত অকণমানটো ৰেষ্ট্ৰিকশ্যন লাগিবই, কাৰণ আদাৰৱাইজ কি হ'ব, উই শুড হেভ অলছ' এ ৰেপুটেশ্যন, ন, আমাৰ কোৰ্চটো এটা ৰেপুটেশ্যন আছে, ষ্টুডেণ্টছ আৰ এনৰলিং, ইয়ৰ পাছিং পাৰ্চেণ্টেজ শুড বি গুড এণ্ড ইউ শুড গেট এ গুড পাৰ্চেণ্টেজ, ৰাইট? সেইটো কাৰণে চ' ইউ চল্ভ দিছ কুৱেশ্যন. ইলাষ্ট্ৰেশ্যন 5. ইফ P divided by B minus C is equal to Q C minus A R divided by A minus B, prove that P plus Q plus R equal to 0 is equal to PA QB plus RC. Solve by yourself. Kora, ekdom easy sums. Welcome to class. Okay. I think done, right? Kune koyo parila? How many of you have done? Parila? This side? You all three have done, right? Okay. So how to solve this? So we'll just assume K. Okay? It is a K dharo. So what will be the value of P? K into B minus C. Is it correct? তাৰপিছত q is equal to কিমান হ'ব c minus a into k so কেনেকৈ কৰে k into c minus a then r is equal to k into a minus b done so after this আমাক লাগে এইকেইটা equal to 0 so we'll just write the value therefore p plus q plus r p value is this k b minus c and q value is k c minus a okay plus and r value is k a minus b okay so this is a trinomial মানে তিনটা টার্ম আছে ইয়াতে but in each term k2 common right a2 common a2 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 k is common so you multiply kori thakibo dorkar nai if you just multiply then also it will be correct but normally if it is easy to take common lole b minus c paba yate k common lole c minus a paba আর ইয়াতে k common lole a minus b paba right hoy gol eta obviously it will get cancel out c is cancel out a cancel out b cancel out so e is equal to k multiplied by 0 equal to 0 equal to right hand side hoy gol done so etu hoy gol etu part hoy gol now you have to do the second part ekdom easy in case jodi tumi multiply kori dia then also it will be cancel out right so now a2 korim eta a2 so a2 pa we have to show that pa qb rc is also equal to 0 pa plus qb plus rc okay right p value to assign hoy what is the value of p k into b minus c into a q value is this k into c minus a into b r value k into a minus b into c done so yapa ki korba etia you take k common k to common loi lom mane jimane term common loba himane things becomes easy right okay common lolo loi pela ki korim yate k common lole ki thakibo b minus c into a eta etu multiply koribo lagibo মই এটা step basically likhisu b minus c into a tar bisot c minus a into b plus a minus b into c hoy gol right now k so etu bracket to remove kori dim ba minus ca bracket remove korim cb minus ab bracket remove korim ac minus bc done hoy gol right আর তাৰপিছত এইবোৰ কেনসেল যায় সদায় কেনসেল যাব এইবিলাক এটো বুজি পাইছা না ব্র্যাকেট কেনেকৈ ৰিমুভ কৰিছো is it okay now ba and ba and ab will cancel out ba ab both are same no do you know this etu rule to ki boli koi ba and ab ba and ab are same that rule is called what ba and ab to kele saman hoy why ba is equal to ab this is called commutative rule of multiplications multiplication of tamane etu soa a into b always ki hoy b into a etu koi commutative property of multiplications you got in class 8 etu commutative property of multiplication in english ot koi ar okhomiyat to teneka kiba ta naam ase muthote a into b is equal to b into a right okay now ca cb bc is equal to what k into 0 is equal to 0 hoy gol hence proved so yeah so I'll just give you some homework loi loa illustration 8 leke koriba ghorat up to illustration 8 tar majot kiba korilu yeah